Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here, playing some more Civilization 6. We just took over the second city-state, which, like the first, is tragically one step away from the river. But we now have a ton of cities in the Empire, and the next step, I think, is just to tech up. I feel like what my long-term plan now is to get stirrups for knights, and then use knights and crossbowmen to take over some cities. I can also wait. So if you just keep going, if you take a look at knights for stirrups and just keep going down, this is like the way you can go down to like totally dominate the AI. So right here is a field cannon. It's a really good range unit. The nice thing about this is that, well, first of all, this I don't believe actually requires any resources. Yeah, so this does not require any resources, even though it shoots with gunpowder. You don't need to have a niter or anything for it. So if you can't ever get niter for your musketmen and for your bombards, you can do these. And the thing is that range units kind of suck against walls. And I don't know if the field cannon just has so much damage that it compensates for that drawback, or if because thematically it's shooting stuff, it doesn't have a penalty to walls. But I find that field cannons do perfectly respectable damage to cities. Not like, you know, the bombards, which just totally shred a city in one shot, but they do perfectly respectable damage. They do tons of damage to units. They're just like an everything unit. You just get like everything with the field cannon. So once you get these, all you need are some knights from back here to actually take over the city, and you can capture pretty much everything the AI could throw at you. So I'm not even sure I'm going to need horses with all that, because I'm going to get iron. My one city up there is going to eventually have iron, so as long as I have an encampment, I'll be able to build knights. Knights are incredibly strong. They're mobile. They have a really high strength. The main thing is that they just have a high maintenance cost. 3 gold is kind of a lot, but I'll have a lot of trade routes. And a lot of commercial hubs building, markets and eventually banks to support, my knight army. So long-term plan is to get the field cannons and knights, and then just take over the AI's capitals, because they're just not going to be at that level. So, like, the thing about this opening that I had is that it is so amenable to a peaceful game. Like, I'm going into every game of Civ 6 knowing I'm going to do domination because it's the fastest way to win. And I've had starts where it's just like you're boxed in on all sides. I've had starts where, like, I'll try to take over a cat. Like, there was one game where, like, I attacked Egypt and was trying to take it over, and then Gilgamesh came over, attacked Egypt while I was attacking it, and took over it first. Like, there have been, like, crazy starts like that. I have, like, this entire wing of the coast all to myself from the get-go. Even if I hadn't attacked these city-states, like, nothing was going to come at me from here. And I have space, like, I have, like, a lot of slice of land, east of it to expand as well. So if you're, like, kind of peaceful player, I guess you would have really loved to have a start like this one, because it was just so nice. I didn't have to worry about anything. So because it's such a peaceful start, and because I know that the AI just sucks at this game, I can just mind my own business, maybe pump out some more settlers just for the hell of it, and just, like, build up my science, build up my army, and then just take things over at my leisure. So right now my science output is kind of low. It's going to get bigger as my civilization grows. I don't think I'm going to want any campuses, especially since there's no mountain ranges for them. If there was like a mountain cluster, I might have built a campus just because it's too good to pass up. So the question is, when am I going to put up these ancient walls? At some point I have to, but not yet, because I do need to get a granary up and running since we're at the housing capacity. So let's do the granary. I might regret not making walls when I had the chance. Here, what do we got for production? It's actually not too terrible considering the awful location of this city. I don't need walls up here. This is pretty isolated. I guess barbarian threat maybe means I would eventually want some walls here. But I'll get a granary because I'm at housing capacity because I'm on the coast, so that seems like a logical choice. Okay, so this warrior, why don't we move him forward, move the settler forward, and create an escort formation. Yeah, that's good. So that city will be coming soon. This archer cannot quite kill the barbarian boat, but I guess I'll take damage, or I'll do some damage to it. This archer, alright, I'm going to just go here. I'm threatening to shoot the boat. I can't quite do it yet. And then this last archer, I'm actually going to send him back to, oh, there's already an archer in Berlin. Okay, I'm going to send him back to the capital just so I have some protection in all of my cities. Alright, now this warrior I think is probably pretty safe to just fortify until healed, and then eventually I'll explore with him just to see what's out here. Maybe nothing, but maybe something good. I wonder if there's actually maybe like a good city potential out here. So we have like, yeah, I want to explore this area. There might be a good city spot there. Now this builder, you know what, hang on a second. Sailing is just one turn. Yeah, why don't we just get sailing real quick? And then get apprenticeship. Just one turn, and then it would let me improve or let me work on the crabs. And it also let me repair the fishing boats, because I guess they were pillaged by the barbarian. That's lame. Alright, so the builder won't be able to go there yet, but he'll go there next turn when sailing is done. Okay, that sounds good. Alright, this barbarian has a death wish, I guess. I think I can step here and shoot. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, there's actually a camp here. There's a camp right there. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, let's right-click on it to take it out eventually. And now that I have sailing, I can go here and I can repair the fishing boat. All right, so this settler needs 2 more turns before it can settle a city. And now here, God, I always want to get the ancient walls, but there's so much else I want to do. Obviously, commercial hub would be great, so I can start making more trade routes. Do I have any good spots for a commercial hub? I have lots of gold. So you know what I'm going to do? Before I start building my districts, I'm going to get a civic so I can, like, buy land tiles if needed when I'm placing all the districts. We're not going to build the commercial hub yet, because there's other stuff to do in the meantime. I definitely want a monument and ancient walls at some point. And it looks like Japan's not going to be attacking me yet. Who needs orders? You need orders. Alright, let's go ahead and improve the wheat. Yeah, I got like this forward outpost here for my to keep an eye on things. Alright, let's take a quick tour of my cities. 7 production is actually not terrible. 4 production, it's just, well, it's a starting city. My capital's got 11. That's not super great. I'm eventually going to want to improve that. There's 5 here. And there's 11 there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this trade route. I'm just going to send it to my crappiest city. We're going to put it to Zanzibar. It'll be nice to send some trade routes out of there anyway, just so that I can, you know, what's her face? Oh, this stuff already moved. Right, so I repaired it. Can I actually move again? Can I get out of here? Yes, okay. Yeah, just you know, just to have roads from to and from all my cities. So right now there's nothing out of Zanzibar. Okay, builder, you want to make a farm? Yeah. Good times, and then we're going to keep on shooting these boats. Alright, that wrecked it. Excellent. Oh, God. Man, this place just keeps spawning. Oh, God, there's so many boats. Land sakes. Alright, well, I'm going to move in here and get a boat. Actually, I remember shooting you earlier. The question is, can I actually kill one in one hit? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first shoot this one, and then it'll tell me if I can kill it with my other one. Let's take a look here. Can I kill it? It says decisive. It doesn't always kill it with a decisive, but there's a chance at least. Okay, good. Let's make a mine here. Crud. Crud? Oh, right. I was counting. This is one of my mines. Oh, for fucking fuckeridales. So I only have 2 mines, right? I got the mine on this jade. I got the mine that I just built. And I still need a 3rd mine to boost apprenticeship, which I want to do because I want to make, you know, good progress. So buttermilk pancakes. Oh, crud. There, I'd have to buy a tile to make another mine. Actually, oh, this is irrigation. That's not mining. Shoot. Okay, I guess I could just build a mine here. It's nice to have mines in a cluster so that your industrial zones get a bonus because they get +1 for each adjacent mine. They also get +1 for each adjacent commercial hub because I'm in Germany, so I could build a mine on this spot. But this spot's sooner. Okay. I don't want to buy this tile though before I finish the civic, so that, you know, I can, because there's like a civic I can just spew out, like some early civic, just like real fast. So I can do this in 2 turns. This is like waiting 1 turn less. Okay, so we're gonna get that, and yeah, I guess then we're gonna make another mine like here. I'm not sure if that's actually a smart place for it, but actually there's eventually gonna be a mine there as well. So yeah, this is gonna be a good place to put the industrial zone, which means I'm gonna wanna at some point chop this forest for something if I can remember that. Okay, let's choose production. So you, what am I gonna do with you? Your production is 3. That's actually really bad, but it's just a new city, so I get that it's bad. Let's just build a granary and call it a day. Okay, so we can found this new city. Boink. And now there's a warrior. Well, let's see what this warrior can do. Maybe some scouting. There's not that much to scout around here. Alright, I'll just hit the E button and see what he does. Okay, so this trade route, I can get 1 and 2 production. Seems good. I can get 1 production and 4 gold, but I'd rather just get as much production as possible. And over there in Frankfurt, this production, this is not bad for just a level 1 city. That's not bad at all. Alright, what I think I want here is actually just a builder first to improve a lot of the stuff around here. Okay, so you are gonna build a pasture, I reckon. I want to keep that grassland open for an aqueduct. Wait, no, is this hooked up? It's not even hooked up. Oh, I don't have irrigation. Good. Jeez. Okay. Irrigation is 2 turns. I gotta do this. I gotta get this done. So, yeah, we're gonna need it eventually anyway. So, yeah, we're gonna, let's see, I'm gonna send it up to do the pasture for, oh, it has only 1 charge left. Yeah, this is more important. The amenities are more important. So I'm gonna send it there, and it's gonna wait a little bit without being able to do anything. Okay. I could just, wait, oh, I didn't realize this. Okay, so you can actually build farms on floodplains. Oh, I got that confused with marshes. So marshes, you can just dig them up and boost the city, but these you can actually farm for even more food. Interesting. Okay. The thing is, I am going to want to leave one of these spaces for an aqueduct, is the thing. But I can make no, I can't. I cannot make an aqueduct here. It's not next to the city. So one of these is going to have to be an aqueduct. I mean, unless I want to chop this forest for something. And put an aqueduct in this grassland space. This place is such bad production, I don't want to chop the forest. Even though it's going to be a while before I can make lumber mills, I don't want to lose any of the lumber mills that I am going to get. So maybe I will just build a farm here for maximum food and use trade routes and stuff for production. Alright, warrior, I'm going to hit the E button, and I hope you go up to the northeast to explore what's out there. Ooh, a mine, a couple of mines that will eventually be within reach. Very good. Alright, let's use your last charge here. Oh, we got feudalism. Nice, that's a very important tech, making builders spawn with 2 extra charges. Okay, so this place is kind of out in the open. I'm just going to build ancient walls. I'm just going to suck it up and do it. There's so much else I'd rather do, but I just need to get it done at some point. It's one of those things where you have to, like, you know, hold your nose and swallow the pill, because you can get in trouble if you don't have walls at the right time. In the meantime, I'm just going to put my archer into Jakarta. Putting archers in my cities is a couple of goals. So, number 1... I'm going to skip this guy's turn because I need to wait for irrigation. So number 1, if somebody attacks you, you're not totally caught with your pants down. And number 2, there's that policy that we get eventually, which is garrison units provide an amenities to the city. And that's huge because amenities are a huge pain in the goddamn ass. And so just having +1 free amenity everywhere is really good. This archer, I think, is going to go to Frankfurt, which is a bit more vulnerable than Zanzibar. Alright, who needs orders? You need order. Okay, you're fortifying in my capital. Alright, this guy's happy because I'm not getting any great people, but it doesn't matter because he hates me because I'm a warmonger. Alright, let's change policies right quick. Frickin' God King. Maybe I should just in a trade route to Japan and just get it that way. Because I hate to lose +1 production in all cities. Alright, we're going to, I guess, put this on hold for a little bit. And make sure that we can start building districts in the future. This is going to be a really good one eventually anyway. I'm going to want lots of economic policies are always going to be a squeeze. Eventually, I guess urban planning just won't be good enough to keep, and I'll be using my wildcard policies and my economic policies for like housing and amenities and stuff. Anyway, do I want this thing? What else is there? Nothing at the moment is actually relevant. You know what? Actually, hang on a second. This is the time to change. I'm not fighting anything. We're going to get a classical republic because I just need these frickin' economic policies. Yeah, there we go. So I can keep on going for the Pantheon. With Germany, I still get this military thing, so I'm getting +1 gold per turn. What is it? 4 gold per turn with that, which is nice. Yeah, and I'm using a military slot for something that otherwise wouldn't really be very valuable. Okay. So, builder. Finally, I can start making some plantations, and I get an extra amenity hooked up. Now, let's get apprenticeship. Oh god, am I going to get that 3rd mine done? Yes, I am. I am going to get it done. So now we just hooked up our discount for purchasing tiles. So let's buy this thing. Let's click again on that thing, which I'm going to want. And this builder, we'll get the mine. And finally, we got the boost on apprenticeship. Not even sure if that was worth it. Buenos Aires. All right. What is your quest? Okay, I'm just clearly doing this all wrong. What is this now? Send a trader out. Bleh. Is that worth it? Let's take a look. It's an industrial type. I think it's capital and producing. Yeah, that's good. That's good to have. It's and in these later ones, boosting all my industrial zones. I mean, this is crazy good. It means all my industrial zones, meaning all of my cities are going to have +2 production industrial zones for everything other than units, and then that's 6 again. So yeah, I am going to want that. So I will, I guess, send a trader out there. Shoot. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of trickery here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wait, and I'm going to switch policies. I'm going to put on the one that makes it so that your first envoy counts as 2, and then I'm going to like stick it in here for my first one to get 2 because I have an envoy at the moment. Actually, do I want this bonus from Kumasi trade routes to any city-state? Oh god, I just think I'm never going to use that, and I'm never going to have any theater square districts. So yeah, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to just slot the policy in just to get that free envoy, because, you know, a free envoy is kind of a big deal. All right, so I can get more production here, which is certainly tempting. And plus the the bonus experience for melee and ranged land units here when I'm making field cannons and stuff is going to be nice. Or I could get the commercial hub, which is more fun. Yeah, let's get the commercial hub. So let's think carefully here. I'm not gonna sit here and do calculus every time I'm building a district, but I will try to make some easy calculations. So hang on a second, real quick. 2 production for each adjacent commercial hub, and then 1 production from each adjacent resource. So I want to try to think about where I want to put this commercial hub, because +2 for being next to a commercial hub is pretty important. So each adjacent resource as well gives +1. So like, what is this tile? Is it just like this is a pretty crappy tile, honestly. I still have a place to put an aqueduct there if I wanted to. So if I build it here, this is a pretty bad space. And then I could build the industrial, or the Hansa here, and I would get +3. It's pretty good considering this place isn't going to have that many mines. I mean, I could get a mine up in here. But things start to get kind of crowded. Where are my resources? Like, this is a resource. So this would actually be a pretty good spot for it. It's like in the middle of 2 resources and touching the commercial hub potentially. This spot is interesting. Although that's inside of Trier's borders, I don't necessarily want to do that. This is also a good place for Trier to have, an aqueduct. See, I don't necessarily want to go in there like that. If I build it down here, there's a chance I could actually get Berlin's industrial hub to like touch. Oh, hang on a second. What I want is the commercial hub here, don't I? Because then, when I build Berlin's industrial hub like there, it'll be touching the commercial hub and a resource for also a +3. Okay, so we'll buy this tile and put the commercial hub there. I'm not sure it's 100%. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be like perfectly optimizing that, because it just doesn't really matter enough in this game to be like super optimal. But I'll try to make some decent choices. All right, so war versus Japan. Okay, so I gotta think carefully before I change policies. What exactly does Japan have here? I mean, there could be a bunch of units in the fog of war. There's a warrior here, which is pretty pathetic. I guess what I'm wondering is, for changing policies, mayor policies. What? Oh, what? How come? Oh man, it didn't let me change policies. I guess maybe I canceled out of it with like the wrong button or something. Oh, I guess I'm still in the middle of researching something. Never mind. Okay, yeah, that's why I can't change things. So we'll not worry about it. I'm gonna run away with the scout. There's no reason to throw it away. Trier, however, could use some help. So I'm gonna send this archer into Trier. That should be pretty good defensively. And then I guess I'll heal up this. Wait, are these people at war with me? Is Kumasi was like Kumasi Japan's ally? Oh yeah, Kumasi's at war, so they're attacking my scout, which is sort of a pain. All right, well, let's run away from that, I suppose, and see if we can fortify. Okay, so the builder built a mine. definitely going to want to upgrade these bananas. Mine's actually good too. Am I working that? Am I potentially working that tile? Let's take a look at my citizen assignments. No, this is such a great tile. 3 food and 2. Yeah. All right, we're gonna be working that forever. So let's send the warrior over there. And Berlin. All right, you know what? If there's ever a time to build some walls, it's now. If Japan's coming, it's coming now. So I'm just gonna suck it up, get these walls taken care of. And shoot, I feel like it's because I maybe started researching my new civic that I didn't get the chance to change civics. So we're going to get military training, which is the fastest one I can get. That will let me change civics so I can finally send this envoy. Which I have 2 envoys now. Oh, good lord. Alright, anyway, so we'll do that in a few turns. Okay, that's cool. Did you guys know that organisms don't think of CO2 as a poison? I didn't know that. So yeah. Okay, this scout... Oh, there's a battering ram coming. Okay. So, I got an archer on the way here. This battering ram is going to let the warrior do full damage to my walls. Let me send the scout here just to see what else is coming. We'll fortify it until healed. And this archer... I don't know. I'm going to send him over. There's a chance I'm, leaving Jakarta vulnerable, but I sucked it up and built walls here, so it's a bit safe. I have enough gold to rush by archers if Japan, is actually up here and starting some shit. Zanzibar. Alright, I don't know if this place needs ancient walls, but when barbarians come swimming by, it's nice to have them. So I'm just gonna frickin', just get it out of the way. Just get it out of the way so I don't have to worry about it. And, have it, so I don't need to deal with it anymore. Okay, I don't have my bonus to barbarians at the moment, which is unfortunate. But I'm still beating him because I got a promotion, so I'm just gonna fight this guy. I should be able to take him out in a couple of turns. Archer, get in here, buddy. Alright, Japan founded a religion. Japan's in the medieval era. What is going on here? Japan? What is Japan doing up there? Land sakes! Oh, good lord. Alright, can I do this? I might get killed by the boats in my Japan, so that seems like a bad choice. I'm gonna leave Japan to fight those barbarians. Live to fight another day. Alright, let's irrigate the bananas. And research. Okay. So, what do I want here? That actually, is stuff I want for infrastructure. Banking? I do want banking, so I can build banks. Banks are good. I'm gonna want that gold. And I might even want to build the Great Zimbabwe. Have the guilds civic. Well, let's take a look to see what guilds is. Where's guilds? Guilds is here. That's not for a while. Alright, I'm not gonna wait for guilds. We're just gonna go ahead and research banking. I don't think I need anything else. Actually, no, I'm an idiot. No, I want these lumber mills. Yes, I definitely want those before I want the banks. Okay, so we're going to just click ahead to that. And that gives me aqueducts as well. I'm going to want to build those as well. Let's get a Hansa up and running. Okay, lots of great options here. So the 4 is obviously kind of like the natural spot, but that is the one place I can put an aqueduct. So I am going to hold off on that, and I'm instead going to pay 48 gold to get a 3 here, which is almost as good, but leaves the spot open for my aqueduct so the city can keep growing. Okay, that warrior is just getting pummeled. Okay, let's change policies. So there's a couple things I want to do here. First of all, we're going to put the God King on hold. I'm going to get... Actually, do I really want this? Are my cities actually going to get attacked? I'm not even sure that makes any sense. I could get bonus combat strength when fighting barbarians. You know what? No, I'm actually fine with everything here. I want the bonus production in all my cities. +1 is still good. I don't care about great general points. I don't need them. I don't have enough trade routes for this to be a huge deal. So, yeah, I think actually we're just fine here. I'm gonna keep things the way they are. Okay, so my archer is going to take some pot shots. I can almost kill that in one hit. Man, that warrior... he has the oligarchy bonus. Okay, well, we'll take out the slinger, make it hard for the warrior to get it done. My warrior is going to move 1 space and get a promotion to heal. Let's defend against range attacks a bit better. This elite guard's not that good. So with melee class units, I often recommend actually just getting both of the first 2 promotions because they're so strong. It just gives a huge bonus in so many situations. Now, let's open the civics tree and... Yeah, we're going to click on this again. For real this time. Oh no! Oh, I forgot! Oh god, I'm terrible at this game. I forgot I was supposed to change the envoy thing so that I could put in 2 at once. Is there anything else that's easy? This is 3 turns. This is sort of a dead end. I don't actually need that for anything. Yeah, alright, we're gonna get feudalism, and I'm really gonna try to remember to oh god, I have the envoys just building up here. I'm really gonna try to remember to switch up to that policy. Okay, let's actually put 2 of my 3 envoys. I don't know how I have this many envoys. But let's put 2 of them in here. And then save the 3rd one for when I finally remember to do that thing. This scout is... Oh, God, he's hemmed in. Shit. This scout is gonna die. Can I make peace with you? Come on. Peace possible in 6 turns. Lame. All right, Japan. Come on. You don't really want this. You don't want this. Nope. He wants it. Okay. So, unless I start a war with Buenos Aires, I can't run away with my scout. Unless I could become, like, allies with Buenos Aires? No, but there's no way there's no way I'm going to win that war. Alright, scout. What you need to do is hunker down in your final resting place. Let's put a mountain at our back. Fortify, and just hope for the best. I do have a +7 versus city-states, but I don't think it's going to be enough to survive. Man, this warrior is getting wrecked. Good lord. Alright, well, we're going to get in here where it's away from the barbarian ships at least. And my archer is going to take a shot. Gotta actually think carefully about this. What I think I want to do is put the archer in the city center. Even though it means forfeiting a shot, I want to make sure that if he steps in, I can shoot at him, and I don't really get that much value from the scout being here. So I'll send the scout back here and then put the archer into the city center. And then I'll grab a promotion at this time. +10 when occupying a district or fort. Interesting. So obviously this is good right now, but this is almost as good. And for archers, being able to shoot twice is really good. So yeah, I'm going to get the arrow storm so I can wreck that warrior some. Okay, we're building something here. Don't think I need the ancient walls. Actually, I kind of might get attacked by that city-state. No, I'm going to get a watermill first. +1 production is very, very strong. And then the builder, let's see, got lots of options. This is a luxury resource. Do I need that right now? +1 amenities. +1 amenities. I don't know if there's like some easy way to see this. I'm doing pretty good. Let's take a quick look at where the citizens are actually working. Yeah, I'm working on this sheep tile, so I think that's a much bigger priority. And the scout, there's really nothing left to explore. I don't want to be exploring while I'm at war, so we're going to just fortify him. And this archer, interesting. Yeah, let's send him to the front here where Japan is attacking me with his mighty army of a warrior and a battering ram. He's stepping into the forest, so he's going to have a defensive bonus from the forest in addition to the defensive bonus for oligarchy. Not a defensive bonus, just an overall bonus for oligarchy, but I think I should deal some pretty good damage to him regardless because these archers have promotions. They each have 2. So yeah, they're getting a ton of bonus strength versus units. Alright, my warrior, can it survive? I think it can. I'm just going to send him into my city where he's protected, and then I'll fortify it till healed. This archer, I think, can just stay put, and let's just get the bonus versus units. And let's make a pasture here. Hello? Pasture? Bonkity donkity. And we're going to call it here, folks. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and or subscribe if you did. What I think I might do is skip some time here. I don't know how much interesting stuff is really going to be happening here as I'm just sort of teching up. I guess it's been sort of interesting so far, but if I skip some in the next video, don't be offended. It's just because nothing exciting happened whatsoever. Take care, everybody. I'll see you again real soon.